in from around the globe. What do we have? Oakland, we had California, we had Brooklyn, we had Long Island, we had Upper Marlboro, Maryland, we had Chicago, we had Michigan, we had New York, we had North Carolina, South Carolina. I tell you, you guys are calling around the globe. You all must know something. Do you all know? Is something going on this morning that we know about? But I tell you what, you want to have your friends and your guests on this call. You want to get it done right now, because when the CEO of this call begins to talk, you don't want to miss a word that's being said. You don't want any distraction. This is an exciting day and time that we have here on Team Metro Network, and great things just continue to happen. And as you know, we just came out of a 90-day event, and we're getting ready for our next 90-day event, and the vote has begun. Have you cast your vote? Do you know where the next 90-day event, the next 10 university will take place? Will it be in Fort Lauderdale? Will it be in Las Vegas? Will it be in Orlando? Will it be in Washington, D.C.? Why don't you tell me right quick, where will the next 10?
All callers are unmuted.
Where will the next 10 universities?
All callers are muted.
Okay, then that's where it's going to be. I'm with you on that. Well, let me bring in my business partner. That's Pastor Joe Wafer. Are you there? Have you cast your vote for the next 10 university?
I have cast my vote, and I'm rocking and rolling, and I'm encouraging everybody I see, meet, talk to cast their vote as well. It's going to be an amazing event. Great chance to get started with it now, 90 days out. A lot of people on the last event that we just came out of San Francisco with 10 youth, waited to the last minute, and then they, weren't able to go. But now you have a chance to get yourself positioned mindset-wise to say, you know what, I'm going, no matter where it is, Washington, Las Vegas, San Diego, Florida, wherever it is, I'm going to be. You have to make up your mind now to do it, and everything else will follow. The money will follow, everything else will follow when you make up your mind to do it. But we got a great call today, guys, and I want to welcome you guys to the Team Effort Lifestyle Call, where you get a chance to hear the lifestyle of those who are in our company, people who are around the country who are experiencing a transformation in their health as a result of our fabulous 5 sprays, our vitamin D power, our B12, our cell energy, our Slim by 10, and our Super 10. 5 amazing spray vitamin products that is changing the way people receive their nutrition and their health back to them. We call it taking back your health. And when you have a delivery system like ours that has 85 to 98% absorption rate compared to a 20% pill absorption rate, that's why many people are lives are being changed. So we're really excited about the product and the company launch 2 months ago. Much excitement in our company. We're growing really fast, and we're really excited about this call today, because coming back from 10 University in San Francisco, and to have this gentleman on is going to be tremendous, the thing that's being said. So get your pen and papers ready, and get ready to get as many people on the call with you. Call them, remind them, text them to get on this call, because once the call starts, we don't want no texting. We don't want you to have no distraction. You want to capture everything he has to say. Pastor Dick?
You don't want to miss what's going to be said. I heard this my friend, this gentleman, Mr. Mel Gill, speak several years ago in Tampa, Florida, and I had no idea the words that he spoke were just going to move on me the way it did. I want you to really be able to hear what's being said. Don't miss how it was for you today. But before we bring on Mr. Mel Gill, we're going to have a couple of quick testimonies. We had a wonderful TTP lesson. As you all know, Thursdays is the day of the week that we have TTPs around the globe. So I hope that you all attended a TTP last night, or you at least hosted one, because things are really happening big at the TTP. So I'm going to bring on a couple of ladies who are going to share quick testimonies, and we're going to hear from our CEO, Mr. Mel Gill. So let's start with Miss Sheila and the Millionaire McDuffie. Are you there?
I am here. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Miss Sheila, Millionaire Macon. How are you?
I'm great. I just want to say I started in this business March 14th, and I've already lost 6 pounds while taking the Slim by 10. Last night I put on this little orange skirt, and I could turn the skirt around, and I said, ooh, Gregory, I have lost some weight just where I needed it, in that little stomach area. And in September, I went to my doctor. I had been complaining about being fatigued, and he asked me, did I exercise? And I said, no, Dr. Smith. I said I was really feeling tired. And I asked him if he could give me a B12 shot. And since I thought that would help me, and he did. He said it doesn't really work on everyone, and he was right. I took the shot, and I really felt no difference. So in March, when I was introduced to the miracle sprays by my sister Frida and my brother-in-law Paul Jackson, I took all of them, and in weeks I saw a significant change in my energy level. Mind you, I am charismatic, energetic, enthusiastic, and that's just my personality. I truly like people. I'm a people person, so I'm not afraid to talk to people. But the big boost gave me what I needed to speak to anyone who came in close proximity of my space, an open invitation to hear about these wonderful products and how they are changing lives. Now, I know I was chosen to change the atmosphere. And now I feel that I have the tools to complete my assignment by God. So I just want to personally thank Mel and Amy Gill for helping me fulfill my purpose. The race is on, and I'm ready to run.
Well, Sheila, you have the other speaker we have today. You know her very well. Why don't you introduce our next speaker for the next testimony?
I sure will. I just want to introduce my lovely daughter and business partner who very reluctantly wanted to start in this business, but now she's taking it by force, and that is the Tierra Tenacious Taylor, millionaire in training, on her way real fast. Tierra, are you with us this morning?
I am here. Good morning. I am millionaire training, Tierra Taylor, and I bring ingredients from the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. And I am super duper on fire for 10 because in over a month, 10 has really changed my health and my wealth. I mean, I started taking vitamin B, vitamin D, and Slim. I was 154 pounds. This morning, I weighed myself and I was 138 pounds. Let me say that again. I was 154 pounds. Now I'm 138 pounds. So how many pounds did I lose? A lot. 16 pounds to be exact. I mean, everyone notices when you lose weight. My students, I'm a teacher. My students comment on it. The parents comment on it. My colleagues comment on it. I mean, I am now bikini ready. So listen, it has changed the way that I look, how I feel about myself. So that is my health. Now let's talk about my wealth. So this product is amazing. It's amazing because it's inexpensive and it's so easy to take and easy to sell. So before I eat lunch, I just spray it in my mouth. Now all the teachers, they're like, Miss Taylor, what is that? I have to tell them. And then they all buy it. So let's think about it. I work in an elementary and middle school. There are about 200 teachers. I package all three of them together. Vitamin B, vitamin D, vitamin Slim, because everybody is trying to lose weight for the summer. That's $105 per teacher. I try to hit up every teacher in my building. Everywhere I go, I talk about this product. People are coming to me. My students have even gone home to tell their parents about the miracle spray. Their parents send in money so that they can order the spray through me. The kids tell me that they even want to sell the spray. They tell me they want to be millionaires and train. They're 8 and 9 years old. I teach third grade. So these are little kids that are excited about taking the vitamin spray. Parents have bought the sprays for them. I mean, over here in D.C., I am rocking and I'm rolling and I'm trying to surpass Denise with her car, but then I'm trying to get my car in 3 months. So I'm rocking, I'm rolling. 10 is a wonderful opportunity. It has given me so much financial freedom. I am super duper excited and I'm ready to go. Back to you, Pastor Denise.
Oh, Tierra, I have no doubt that you and Sheila are both going to be brand new car winners by the end of summer. Pastor Dale, what do you think about that?
Boy, I tell you, man, she makes me want to go sign up somebody else now. She is amazing. I mean, that is, you're talking about Spitfire, rapid fire, man. That Tierra is amazing, to be, she's our young generation, and she's very accomplished in her education, got her master's degree. She's a teacher, but she's fired up about this business, and she's already got a strategy. She just told you the strategy. She got a package for every teacher, a strategy to change people's health but also to change her well. So, Kiara, hats off to you. I know you're going to accomplish your goals. Sheila McDuffie,
Thank you.
my goodness, you guys are amazing. Dynamic duo, mom and daughter, and we're looking forward to all your success.
Well, I think everyone is ready for even better news and even greater news, and hear from this wonderful man that we all know and love so dearly. I tell you, it's nothing like hearing from the visionary of the company to see where we've been and where we're going, and to know the love and the power behind, the motivation behind what this company is all about, and knowing our number one product. And we really do live according to our number one product, which is changing people's lives. And that's exactly what we're doing here at Team Effort Network. We are changing people's lives. So family and friends and guests, please welcome to the call CEO, Mr. Mel Gill. Mel, are you there, sir?
Yes, I am, Pastor Denise. I just had you on mute there for a moment. I'm here.
Well, good morning, my friend. How are you?
Good, good. Good morning to everyone.
So what do you have for us today? We're here excited. We came out of a wonderful 10th anniversary. We got some great news and some great things that are happening. We know you're going to bring us some more good things today. So we have our pen, our paper, we're in position. So we're ready.
All right. Well, I'm just really glad to be here on a Friday morning here in California, just after 8 a.m. And so I just wanted to wish everybody on West Coast, actually East Coast, still good morning to everybody as well. And wishing everybody a fantastic Friday as we head into the weekend. And if I can just share a couple of, quick thoughts and ideas and give some folks a little bit of a nudge in the right direction, I'd be happy to do that on this particular call. But I wanted to thank you guys for putting me into this call and inviting me on this call. I think it was so important to have a venue or an atmosphere where everybody can get together in the morning and kind of start off their day and hear the different testimonials, like those two fantastic testimonials we just heard, and also get some motivation, and inspiration, as well as education and updates and everything on what's happening with the company and everything. So really fantastic that we have these daily, and I know we also have the evening calls with Pat over there in North Carolina, that team, and Mr. T and his team as well. And so everybody working together, I believe that is really what it takes to create the next level of growth in the company. And it takes everybody working together and putting their hard work in and their efforts in. But truly for the individual who's looking at what we have right now in your hands, that's just look at is what's in it for you and where do you participate within this? Well, bottom line is we have something that's so super cool, super unique, super different, super special, that just with these vitamin sprays that we've introduced, this product alone, we're talking about billions with a B, billions, just with this one particular segment. And it's mainly for a couple of big reasons that you want to think about in the health, wellness, and nutrition industry. That this is an industry that's not doing billions now. It's shooting toward $1 trillion with a T. And that's a number that you don't hear that often. But if you've got a chance where you've got $1 trillion industry where you can just share with anybody and everybody and say, hey, look, what if those pills that are really good for you, like good nutrition in those pills, but they're hard to swallow, what if there was a better way? Those shakes that are really good for you and have all those nutrients in them and those powders and shakes, what if there was something that was more convenient than that? Those juice bottles that have super fruit, super juices that are definitely good for you, what if you had something that was less expensive? And when you talk about something like that and say, well, hey, I've got the inside track on a company that's first to market with the replacement the pills, shakes, and juice bottles, it's something totally unique, and we're the first ones out there, it's just like a no-brainer to me. It's a no-brainer. And so if we just get that message out there that we've got something special, something unique, and people say, well, why do I get all these results? It's because, we've got super high-quality ingredients, but you can put the same super high-quality ingredients into a pill format, and, everybody will tell you, from doctors to scientists, that the pill is just not going to absorb the same way. And so all of a sudden, if you've got equal ingredients on both sides, if you have it in a format here where it's more absorbable, obviously you're going to get the results. And that's really what we're hearing across the country. I mean, my results are just outstanding personally. But the bottom line is that if we have something, Pastor Nick, Pastor Gill, we've got something that allows people to just feel better, you know? I mean, that's enough. I mean, who does not want to feel better? You know, you're walking this earth, you're going to your job, you're taking care of your kids, you're doing what you do, you know, with the family on a daily routine basis. What if the only thing that changed is you did all those things, but you felt better? That's amazing right there. If that we have the ability to introduce somebody to our products just so they can feel better. I mean, that to me is just like, wow. You know, I mean, we've got a company here that we can talk about all day long. You know, after 11 years, you know, the bottom line is that this company has proven itself to be a force for good. That's the bottom line. I mean, we got a company that's a force for good. It does good things in people's lives that are willing to work hard for it, that are willing to put some sweat in, that are willing to roll up their sleeves, that are willing to understand what they have in their hands and put in that extra effort for themselves. They're willing to invest in themselves. And they have a financial vehicle here with team effort that's a force for good. And then you combine it with these amazing products. I mean, I'm just, you know, I mean, you know, when I just show the people, anybody, these products, and I just say, look, man, we've got a spray tube here full of health that's going to change the nutritional habits of the world. And they're like, what? And I was like, yeah, you have not seen this before. And I said, what if you could get in on that? As it goes from small to big, and show people that sense of urgency. But at the end of the day, you know, anybody can do this, but the ones that are going to win are the ones that pay attention, treat this as a priority, understand what they have in their hands, and don't want to miss it. You know, don't want to miss it. And it doesn't take a lot. You know, I mean, I have so many examples that I can share with you of individuals that start on a part-time basis, but they made the time. They carved it out part-time in between their busy schedules, and were able to build it up, you know. You build your fortune on the side, so to speak, and as that fortune started to build, then you can make decisions on you know, quitting your other business or quitting your other job and moving forward from there. But we have the opportunity here where we don't have all those hoops and barriers in the compensation plan that force you to do it full-time or don't do it at all. We've got the compensation plan that says, hey, you know what? Simply get qualified, and you're qualified for a lifetime. Just stay on the product. Use the product. And, you know, introduce a couple of people. You qualify all the way to fortune. For the people that made $150 last week, or the people that made $35,000 last week, it's the same exact qualifier. And that's very exciting. And that's just the way it's exactly built, started, and never changed. You know, I'm very proud of that. The compensation plan, we've never changed it. Never, not in 2003, 2007, 2000, never. I mean, it's always been the same cycle, the same 180 points, 120 points, $150 cycle since the day we started back in October 30th of 2002. So just, you know, there's all kinds of things on my mind that I can share with you. I can even give you some updates. You know, very excited. This afternoon, actually, by probably mid-afternoon California time, we're going to start full processing. We've completed the processing in the format for the United States territory of Puerto Rico. And so, you know, before this, we could not do, you know, share the products and share the business opportunity in Puerto Rico. But as of this afternoon, we will be able to do that. And you know, that's just moving one step forward, because there's great people in Puerto Rico that, you know, would love this comp plan if they knew it was out there, would be blown away with this product if they just had a chance to try it and buy it and use it and have them feel better. And if that's the very least that happens is that they feel better, boy, that's amazing. So now we get the chance to expand horizons with 10. You know, we're going to take this person by person, city by city, state by state, country by country, all around the world. And I look forward to those that want to participate, those that want to work really hard, roll up their sleeves, invest in themselves to better their family and better their community, and just be a part of a force for good. So with that, Pastor Denise, I'll pass it back to you, and thank you so much for having me on the call. And, you know, this is, there'll be many, many calls. I mean, I love this. I love to share the story. I love to share what we do. I love to share the expansion plans and where we're going next and the vision of the future, because it's beautiful, and it's a beautiful thing that we have the ability to even do this and participate in this. So we're we're going to go all the way. It's going to be a lot of fun, and look forward to having that fun with everybody.
You know, Mel.
Hey, Mel.
Go ahead, Sonny.
Hey, Mel, well, one of the questions that we've had, and I like answering this question because, you know, people, we tell people all the time, you know, we started 11 years ago, and, you know, compensation plan is still the same, hasn't changed. And a couple people months ago asked me, they said, well, you know, is the compensation plan able to handle 1 million people in the organization? How would you answer that?
Well, you know, it's such a, I don't know, you know, it's one of those questions where you just kind of have to look back at history. And back in 2002 and 2003, everybody thought that we're paying out too much and the company would go upside down, and we didn't have all these top gaps and barriers in place and things like that. And I have to tell you that we've got a great team. I mean, we've got, you know, mathematicians and programmers and guys that really know how to do the algorithms correctly that say, hey, you know, if you have this much to run the company, then you have this much left over. What do you want to do? And it's always been, well, let's put it back in the compensation plan and let's all work for it. You know, rather than, hey, no, let's do this because we want to, you know, get this giant building to show people that we're big, or we want to, you know, throw around big money to big managers and corporate guys. It wasn't about that. It was always about, you know, let's put it in the hands of the distributors, the independent representatives. And so, you know, we've been questioned on that over and over, year after year. And the main reason the question comes up is because people can't believe that we pay out this much. And I don't want to say anything about other companies or other people or other situations, but, you know, the other companies can pay out more, but they just don't. And we've chosen to do it. And you know, so the company is paid out last year tons, and the year before that, you know, thousands joined weekly, hundreds of thousands of distributors have joined in the company, you know, have pushed this compensation plan. What I like about it is not too many companies can say lifetime qualified simply by sponsoring two, and not too many people can say non-flushing, you know, compensation where they don't flush out the volume every 6 months or 3 months or do all these other tricks and all these hoops. And not too many companies can say the part-timer that's earning $100 has the same qualification as the guy that's earning $100,000, you know, a month. So, you know, it's very, very powerful. We've already put in hundreds of thousands of people into the compensation plan with the other division. And, you know, when the decision came to come out with Team Effort Network, we were like, well, what kind of compensation plan should we create? And it was like, well, that's an easy one. Let's just do the exact same one. It already worked, and it's proven that it's unstoppable. And here we are, you know, where we continue to grow, and we've had slow weeks, we've had outrageously fast weeks, and both ways it works with this compensation plan. And I'm very, very proud of it. It's a shining star in the network marketing industry, no question about it.
Wow. Well, that's exactly what we're hearing, is that was the motivation for the questions. People saying, wow, you guys are paying out so much. How in the world can you do it? And my scenario for them has always been as well, is that here we are, 11 years old, and we've been doing it, and we hadn't had to change it. And with hundreds of thousands of people coming through the system, it is a system that is durable. It's a system that has plenty scalability in it, and we're working on trying to break it. How about that?
You know, you said earlier that, you know, what we have and which we all agree and everyone can attest to is that the product that we have, the main thing that it's doing is it's making everyone feel better. And we continue to hear testimony after testimony how people, they're literally saying, I got my life back. And that's just so powerful to be able to have something, have a product that you can place in someone's hands, and within a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, they can say, wow, I've never felt this good before. It's been a long time since I felt this good, and I have my life back. And I know you and Amy, which is one thing I love and appreciate about you, is how long you've been in the industry. So you see, I think you're in a position, of course, where you can just see ahead, you can see down the road. I was listening to a doctor a few weeks ago, and he talked about in 2008, it was a video I was watching, it was 2008, and he was talking about the glutathione. And he was said, and this is 2008 when he did it. He said, well, in the next 5 years, you guys are going to hear the word glutathione just as often as you hear antioxidant or vitamins or stuff like that. And sure enough, here we are 5 years later, and this is where we are. 10 is so ahead of the race when it comes to the ingredients that we have in our vitamin sprays. And we can just say thank you for putting us in that position to be winners. And you talked about, you mentioned at 10 University. You said that we have the inside track for the next billion-dollar brand. And then you talked about those freedom points. So everyone listening at 10 University, you want to share what those freedom points are?
Absolutely. And it all goes hand in hand. It's like baking a cake. You have to have all the ingredients there coming together for the cake to even turn out. Because if you're gonna miss the yeast, or you're gonna miss the sugar, you're gonna miss the frosting. It's just not the same cake. And so, all the pieces of the puzzle kind of work synergistically together, from the product to the compensation plan, to the company, to the team, and of course the most important part is the leadership as it develops. And as many people start to achieve their bonuses, they start to achieve the car bonuses, they start to achieve the residual income, they start to go from part-time to full-time, and that's all part of the pieces of the puzzle here that as we grow the company. But I think as we touch on the product here lightly, I just want to make it clear to everybody that, it just makes sense. I mean, I've never made a product claim ever in my life, in my career. I mean, separate from even Team Effort Network. I mean, it's one of those things where with these products, you really don't need to. And that's what's exciting. I mean, we're not here to cure this and cure that. I mean, bottom line is that if your body feels that it's not getting adequate, nutrition, and it's not getting everything it needs, and this helps supplement that, it makes you feel better. It does all these, things for you personally. Well, so be it. Maybe because your body was deprived from that. And you mentioned glutathione. You heard about it based on the video from 5 years ago. And here we are. Well, it's just like, vitamin D or D3. I mean, you could have heard about it 20 years ago. But it's really about putting it in a format that's effective, that people are going to utilize, and then get that deficiency met. And so glutathione, being such a powerful, powerful ingredient, has been in many, many forms. It's been very, very successful as an ingredient, and been so well accepted, and people want it, they need it, they use it. But for us to put it into a convenient format where people don't forget to take it, and it's very easy, it's palatable, and it's absorbable, and so on and so on. Boy, that is exciting. And I'm not, the guy's going to tell you about all the technical sides of the product, but I can tell you that, man, good stuff. I mean, I don't want to go a day without, taking my cell energy, I'll tell you that. And go without saying, all the other products that we have as well. But, if you combine that into our industry, and our industry, and this is what people forget, is it's about residual income. And, some network marketing companies don't even talk about that anymore. I mean, it's just a fast deal, and it's this and it's that. But, what about residual income? And I'll tell you that that's what stopped me when I heard that first presentation, meaning that, you work hard once, and the money keeps coming in. The money doesn't go away. And when you stop working, the money still shows up. So to me, that's the most powerful, powerful thing, where you can have freedom in your life, because you can do what you want to do when you want to do it. And if you don't feel like working today, and you want to make today a Saturday, and tomorrow a Saturday, and the next day a Saturday, you can do that, and the money doesn't stop, because you worked hard once, and you earn that income that continues to pay you over and over and over again. And so if you want to run around town and you sweat sheep all day and mess around, well, you deserve it, because you worked for 2 or 3 years really, really hard, and the checks don't stop. Now, the side note to that is that there's no such thing as residual income if nobody continues to use the product. Nobody continues to consume the product outside of the marketing plan, Once the income flows down the marketing plan, people stop the product. Then there's no such thing as residual income. That's why it was so important for us to, communicate with the doctors and formulators and scientists that, hey, you know what, we need the highest ingredients, quality, because we must get results. We must get results. We're not here for 3 months, 6 months. We're not here to push a marketing plan on people. We're here for residual income. Residual income means that the product gets consumed because people gotta have it. They gotta have it. They gotta have it because they're feeling better and they don't want to stop feeling better. They gotta have it because they're looking better. They don't want to stop looking better. And so, if we've got the highest quality and we've got great products that people just, they want, and it's priced right, so it's affordable to the masses because they can go in the marketplace and say, hey, you know what? I can't find this anywhere at a better price. If we can accomplish those things, then we can create something called residual income. Now, the second part of residual income, besides the product being quality and consumed with or without a business, is the fact that you've got to have a company that stays in business. You can build all the residual income you want, and you can stop working and the money still comes in. But if the company doesn't keep going and the company doesn't last, then you don't have residual income. And so, part of our story is our 11-year track record to show people that, hey, you know what? We don't give up this week. We don't give up that month. We don't give up this year. We continue to go year after year after year. Last year was our, best year so far of the company. This year, we're looking forward to beat that. That's our goals. And we're going to continue forward, So here's to the next 11 years. And the next 11, so much better than the first 11. And we're looking forward to that. But what that means is as the company grows and stays in business is that your income stays and continues forward. And so if you look at the beautiful companies in network marketing, the ones that are 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years old now, those people that built those companies years and years and years ago for a certain segment of time, yes, they're enjoying residual income. Yes, they can stop working, and their children and their grandchildren are benefiting from that. And that's the name of the business here. It's residual income. But you need those main factors. Main factors are the quality products that are consumed and reordered, and a company that continues forward and stays in business and is there for you for a lifetime. And that's exactly what people can count on with team effort. And that's what makes it different, Somebody might say, well, how about this company and how about that? And how about this? Well, that's what makes us different is this. We're proven to do those two things very, very effectively and to continue forward and to grow a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. And what was exciting at 10 University is to show the last 90 days, from our launch to the university and the growth of individuals, people that have stepped up and their income has increased from part-time to a little bit bigger part-time. And some people from part-time to maybe even close to full-time. And as people start to move to that bigger time, as the company grows, that's an exciting period. As we increase the amount of vehicles that the company's paying for, that just stirs up the story. That just stirs up the momentum. That, hey, another person got a BMW, another person got a Mercedes, and they don't have to pay for it. I mean, it's exciting, and it creates that momentum to get people's attention to say, hey, there's a better way, and you better look over here. It's called CEN. We've got a better way. So hopefully that's a long answer to your question there, Pastor Denise.
Mel, you always make it sound so simple, you and Amy, because it is simple. And that's one thing that we get every time we go to a big event. We hear just how simple it is to really grow your business and to do good, especially what we have. We have a product that's a me only. We have a product that say, I do work. We have a product that's already in demand, so people want it. Once they get it, they want it. And you always say, like you gave us an assignment at 10 University, you said to write this on the wall. You said, if you're not having fun, building your business, then you're not doing it correctly. And I love when you say that, because I think some people get, like Amy says, they get into that executive procrastination where they get into management mode. But you say, and Amy, you say it's so simple, that make it fun. This is a fun business. It's not complicated. You don't have to go out and reinvent the wheel. Just share, build your business, benefit from it, live free, wake up when you're finished sleeping, and focus on making every day a Saturday. So can you just share how you say, when you say just make it fun, if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right?
Oh, 1,000%. There's a couple of things that I think everybody should realize, that this is not another business. This is not another job. And if you don't feel lucky or blessed, you're in a position right now, and maybe you just don't know it because you don't understand it yet, then you just need to pay more attention. But the fact is that we have something different we stumbled upon, something totally life-changing, something unique. And if you can't go out there with passion and put your heart into it and say, man, I've got an opportunity of a lifetime, and that's not something to smile about. I'll tell you, it's one of those things of attraction, is that people want to be around people that are going places. And people want to be around people that are having fun in the process. And so, we have a chance right now to be happy. And there's not too many opportunities in the world, in life, whether it's your job, your business, your day-to-day struggles, and everybody has it. We're all human beings. There's always ups and downs. But if you get a chance to be around positive energy and positive people, and you can bring them a smile, and you can enjoy and have fun. I mean, I'll tell you, all of us can look back as when we were kids, whether we were teenagers or, even younger than that or whatever. You don't have a care in the world. You don't have a worry in the world. You get to enjoy and you get to dream and you get to have fun. And so if you can figure out a way to do that with your business here, I'm telling you, you're going to attract everybody wants that. They want to go back to being a kid. They want to go back to dreaming. They forgot how to dream. And they want to believe that it's possible and that it's met. This, and got in trouble, and they were able to make those dreams come true. And so I'll tell you what, you start having fun with this, figure out how to have fun with it, laugh about it, joke about it, celebrate at the TTPs. Because you can't do that in everyday life all the time. You just can't because of all the responsibilities of life, the responsibilities of your job or your business or your family life or your community life and everything else. But here you can. And now that you've been given that chance, what an amazing freedom. So I'm telling you, figure out a way. If you're not having fun, you got to figure out a way. Get together with your sponsor, get together with your team, get together with your upline, get together with everybody. Figure out who's out there smiling, who's out there having fun, and get around them. So I'm telling you what, the people that you hang around, that's going to determine your future success. You got to hang around all the right people and create that right energy. And those of you that know what I'm talking about, you know about it. There's two sides, there's many sides actually, but you got to be around the energetic side and the exciting side and be a part of that bright light there.
That's so true, Mel. We had last night at a KTP, there was a gentleman there. I think yesterday was his either second or third visit to the KTP, but his upline is L.A. Anderson. And he came last night. He says, you know what, I just couldn't wait for next Thursday. I couldn't wait to get here. He said, I called L.A. Yesterday. He said, L.A., tomorrow's Thursday. I can't wait to get to the meeting. So people are looking forward. And when they come in, you heard TL on the car earlier. You heard that excitement and chilling. All that, can you imagine all that just in one room? So people are looking forward to coming back to be a part of that every week. But Mel, you also said that the best way to grow your business is through big events and promotions. So we have big events that set aside every 90 days. Everyone should invest into that. But you also said promotions is another way that you build your business. So we're at the end of May, and June is around the corner. So we know what's going to happen in June. Can you give us a little insight on the promotions in June?
Of course not. There's no way.
Come on. Here's a little peek.
Let me also clarify in regards to events and promotions, because this is actually a very, very important topic. Events are the easy way to build a business because people get the big picture quickly. When you're sitting across from them, just at a coffee table or at Starbucks or wherever you are, they may or may not get it. But when they see that third party, when they see the event and they see other people and they hear and feel those testimonials and they start to believe that they can do this, that it's real. Really the two things that if you imagine this on a person's forehead when you're communicating with them and showing them business is they're going to listen to your presentation and they're going to, go back and forth with whatever and ask questions. But they're really saying, is this real? And then the second question is, can I do this? And if you can, in your communication with them, throughout the presentation or whatever you're doing, answer those two questions, 90% of the time, they're going to want to join your business if they're at the right time in their life. And so, is this real? I mean, we can definitely show them that all day long. Can they do this? We can show them that as well through the testimonials of the individuals that are doing the business and different, walks of life and different types of people. And the business has been built and designed for everybody to participate, not just certain types of people to participate. So, the events do that at a higher scale, at a bigger scale, at an easier scale than anything else you can do. So, getting your prospects, your guests, your teammates to an event. And what I mean by an event is your local TTP, Whether maybe it's the local executive luncheon, maybe it's, whatever, or 10 University, or the different events, the regional events like you're having in North Carolina this weekend. That's the simplest, easiest way to build a business. Now, for your team, same thing. Even though they're already in the business, it's something that raises their belief level and wakes them up to, my goodness, I didn't realize exactly what I had in my hands until I went to that event. So that's the importance of the event. I mean, these are the easy way to build a business, the shortcuts to build a business are definitely utilizing the events. And if you guys don't have one in your area, you got to get together with the team and start to formulate those, because it'll help everybody grow the business. And the second part that got you, the promotion. Here's the company promotions are fine. The company does them time to time and everything else. And it's very difficult, actually, for the company to pull off the promotions because it's such a tight margin in the compensation plan, because we pay out so high. I mean, we pay out so extremely high in the compensation plan that it's very difficult to pull off those promotions. So you guys just kind of look at those as like a little extra or a gift or whatever. But what I do as a distributor is you got to have your own team promotion within your team. And that's the easiest way to build the business, aside from events, is the promotions. And that's within your team. And that is just basically allowing people to stretch a little bit. Promotions are designed to help people do what they normally would not have done. And so, if you look at whether it's your income or, your growth or whatever, is designing a promotion within your team that allows people to chase for that promotion and stretch a little bit, do a little bit extra, go a little bit further than they normally would have done. And so when we talk about building through promotions, we'd always do promotions. The company promotion, we wouldn't wait for anything. And if the company had a promotion, great. Our promotion would be on top of that. So as you start to formulate a team, whether it's 3 people, 5 people, or 500 people, doing an incentive or promotion within your team that comes from the production. It doesn't even have to cost you much. You could just say, okay, I'm going to set aside, whatever, 5%, 10%, or whatever you guys figure out, and say, okay, because it's going to help the whole team grow from, 300 in the team right now to, hopefully by the end of the promotion, 450, so look, 300 people to 450 people on the team because of the promotion, then is it worth it if we set aside this 5% or 10% within the team? And it can be simple stuff, It could just be like a nice dinner, a steak dinner, It could be, a very simple stuff, a special private VIP training, where they get your time, or, just, going to the local amusement, park, or a night of bowling with all the qualifiers, or whatever, whatever the different promotions are that you can creatively think about, those should always be a part of your game plan for success.
I feel the energy coming through the phone. I feel all the team moving. Okay, we're going to do team promotion starting next week. I feel the energy coming through the phone. Well, Mr. Mel Gill, thank you so very much, and looking forward to seeing you in Washington, D.C. for the next 90 days.
Had to throw that in there, huh? got your vote out publicly.
I had to throw it in there. Pastor Gill, do you have anything for me before we bring Kevin Vaughn with our quote for today?
Well, sir, thank you again. Always a pleasure having you on the call. We don't have you on enough. So we're looking forward to what we're doing in the next 90 days and looking forward to those promotions that's coming out. But thank you for your time, and thank you for helping us with this call today, because I know it has inspired many, many people. And we're pushing to the next level, guys. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you, Mel Gill. Thank you. We appreciate you so much, and Amy. Appreciate you, and Sam Gill. I got to I tell you, your dad is something else, boy. You go to him and you want him to say, oh, congratulations, you went 1-star, you won your car. He says, no, now you go to 10-star. He keeps pushing us.
He does the same thing. He does the same thing to us every day as well. So.
Well, it's a good thing you put you all off the sofa that year. Because if he didn't give you that tape and get you guys off the sofa, we wouldn't be where we are today. So we have to give a lot of thanks to Papa Gill. I'm telling you, he's done some great things for the entire world. So Kevin Vaughn, let's watch Atlanta, Georgia. Kevin Vaughn's our quote for the day. Are you there, sir?
Welcome to the future, Pastor. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. Here.
Incredible. Well, how do you follow Mel Gill? Ladies and gentlemen, how do you follow Mel Gill, ladies and gentlemen? He's
the leader. You know, we follow him. I love it. I love it. You know, one thing real quick, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to share. Mel, over the years, I've known him for at least 5-6 years now, and he teaches about personal development. And Pastor Dale and Mel, I wanted to share some books real quick with everybody out there because part of our growth and part of our journey is personal development. The first book I just want to recommend real quick, these are books that I'm reading right now. John C. Maxwell, ladies and gentlemen. John C. Maxwell. These are all books from him. The first one is How Successful People Grow. 15 Ways to Get Ahead in Life. Okay, that's one of the books. The next one is How Successful People Lead. Taking Your Influence to the Next Level. Okay, those are books that are going to all take us to the next level. The last book, the first book that I'm reading right now from John C. Maxwell is Make Today Count. That's what Mel was talking about today. The secret of your success is determined by your daily agenda. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to do something right now. I am getting ready to go into a personal PTP in about 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm excited about it. So make sure you talk to somebody today about 10, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the books I recommend. How Successful People Grow, How Successful People Lead, and Make Today Count, all from John C. Maxwell. Get those books, read those books, and believe me, we take it to the next level. Okay, are you ready, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale? And now, are we ready for some awesome quotes today? Woo! Here we go. Yeah, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The first one is leader. This is all from Melanie Gill. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Boy, is not Melanie doing that already, and Sister Sam Gill, they're not doing that right there. Hey, the next one, ladies and gentlemen, is John Maxwell as well. There are no shortcuts to any place worth going. Mel talked about that earlier. We got to get to work, ladies and gentlemen. This is a business, but also you got to have fun in the business. There is no shortcuts to any place worth going. That's John C. Maxwell. Pastor Dale, Pastor Denise, and Mel, the last one, and the best quote of the day, ladies and gentlemen. We want you to take your excitement to the next level, even as we speak, and take it all the way to the next call, ladies and gentlemen. The last quote of the day, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, and Mel, is people may hear your words. People may hear your words, but they feel your attitude. That's what Mel was saying today, and that's what we felt today from him. People may hear your words, but we felt Mel's attitude today. Back to you, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, Mel. You guys have a powerful and productive day.
Thank you. One-star Kevin Vaughn from Atlanta, Georgia. Mel Gill, thank you so much. So we appreciate you. Definitely looking forward to having you back on the call. A lot more with this. The lines are packed. I know that everyone has taken away something from the call. And did you say something about that promotion next month, or you didn't?
No, I was just saying thanks for inviting me to the call and wishing everybody a fantastic weekend and looking forward to great things and looking forward to as we all grow together.
Yes, that's right. We are growing together in leaps and bounds, and we are changing people's lives around the world one spray at a time. And family, remember, we always say we can't make any claims that our sprays can heal, cure, or heal any sickness or disease that you have. But what we can do is have you call into these calls and listen to the life-changing testimonies that people are getting as a result of taking our vitamin sprays. Well, I know that you've heard something today that has moved you from facts to faith to action. Only one thing left for you to do. Go out there and take action, make it happen. Like Mel Gill said, dream big. Dreams are to be reality. Make sure you can be here with us today. Join us again on Monday morning with Coach Nikisha Bonds, going to get us started for the week. And join us 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you got to know this, family. Please know this. You are loved and you are appreciated. God bless you all. Have a prosperous day. Mwah.